As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. Rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around, everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze, let the worries drift away. Yeah, that was the air. Our connection grows stronger. We show that we care. Rock on to feel the soulful flow. Look right on in Mariana, that's where you belong. The sweet island breeze and the ocean's embrace. Brad's got the stories, sun life behaves. Sometimes meditated, fall in this ride. Yeah, we're shining with love as our guide. So raise your voices high, let the music play on. Good morning, Marianas, we're where you belong.
Good morning, Marianas. Oh my goodness, it is 7:29. The weekend is behind us. The week is here. Some of you guys got the austerity kicking on Monday, and that means you get a bonus extra day on the weekend. And today, the weather is so nice, you might as well enjoy it. I would get out there. You know, the weather that we get, we only get it from the best. You know, I'm telling you, we don't even go for that Brandon weather. We just go for that Landon weather. Currently 83 degrees out here in Saipan, up at the Saipan International Airport. Humidity's at 85 degrees and heading down. Looking at isolated showers today, mostly sunny skies, high near 88. And a nice wind out of the east around 11 miles per hour. That is about as picture perfect as you can get. I don't know where else you can go. You can't go to the store and order that kind of weather, but you can get it over there from the good folks over at the National Weather Service. Speaking of the good folks at the National Weather Service, we only get the good ones. And we got the best one right here. He admits it. He knows it. He agrees as well. We've got Landon Idlett, the eye of the storm, the Ides of June, the eye a day. He is here. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this morning? It's a beautiful weekend, beautiful Monday morning with some spotty showers, but otherwise fine, fair, and favorable weather across the islands.
That's the way we like it. We'll take it. And then all of a sudden we get this little note over the weekend like, oh no, run away.
Yeah.
Something about the Marshalls. And we're not talking about that store that's in a lot of malls around the U.S.
Yeah. So we've been watching some trends and speculation of the long-range models since really last week. And so the forecast models, a number of global models have been picking up of some tropical weather anticipated for the region for about 10 days. We've been very cautious on what we're communicating and how, because the long-range speculation has been quite rampant. And so we saw some texts going through some chat groups late last week indicating a category 4 or 5 is imminent for Guam or the CNMI, and that was never our message. It was always a very slight possibility in the long-range speculation, but it was never an expectation, certainly no guarantee. So first off, the weather for the week does look fine and fair and favorable. Just some spotty trade wind showers, gentle to moderate trade winds, but of course you notice these high-level clouds right up in this area. That's an upper-level disturbance called the Tut cell. We've been talking about these Tuts, and when these circulations push through the area, they can cause spotty showers to become briefly heavy. Sometimes if they're not moving by, they can drop some significantly heavy rainfall, thunderstorms, and lightning. And so we do have this Tut cell pushing through the area just to our west. And so that brought up some thunderstorms near Guam yesterday and overnight. So we'll see that potential. Another area right over here that'll be coming up towards our region maybe tomorrow night. But we're going to zoom out to what's 92W. So the Mariana Islands is right there. 92W is centered over the weekend, was centered about 7 north 170. But we saw that get repositioned yesterday with a new area right about this area. And so this is still a very weak uh, unorganized disturbance. And what we've been very cautious of is linking and latching onto it over the weekend because it just hasn't showed that initial formation, that organization. A lot of the forecast models anticipated formation and development as early as Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week, and then developing through the weekend as it makes its approach to our islands late this week as something possibly strong and something we don't want to be dealing with. That hasn't happened yet. We're still waiting for that initial development organization. So the longer it takes, the less time and the less distance this has to become something very significant to our region. And so this broad area, disturbance invest 92W, will be making its way somewhere toward our region, whether it's going to be up into the Northern Mariana Islands, toward Guam or south of Guam. Those remain all the possibilities as we go through later this week. We do anticipate a time frame of passage somewhere between Thursday evening and Friday afternoon. That has been remarkably consistent since middle of last week. So that's not changed much. But now with this area located north of Koshrai and closing in onto our region, it's going to be coming our way by the end of this week, either as an area of showers, thunderstorms, and gusty winds, or it could be a tropical depression. It could be a tropical storm. There are no guarantees, no certainties at this time because we're still waiting. When will this start to develop? When will it start to organize? And it just hasn't happened yet. So that's good news for us.
Well, that is great news for us. It is that is the storm. We might as well call it typhoon or tropical storm Brad's high school. It has not lived up to potential. Is what's going on there. At least that's what my report card used to say. So as long as it keeps going in that direction, we're going to be in good shape. We need to keep that going. Keep that as a nice weak storm. So you were saying that was Invest 92. What is that the Super Sport 96P? Is that like the new Camaro that's coming out down there in the Southern Hemisphere?
Is down in the Southern Hemisphere. And so that's something the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is looking out for in the South Pacific Convergence Zone, the HPCZ. So it's a blue shading because it's a subtropical. So it's not necessarily a warm core system, but more of a cold core, almost like a mid-latitude tropical cyclone or mid-latitude cyclone down there in the South Pacific. So that's well out there. It looks like it's west of Fiji and no concern for us. But for us, you notice 92W is not here on the map. Yeah. And that's because it's rated as a sub-low, meaning that significant development to a tropical depression is not anticipated in the next couple of days. So the next sequence of progress would be to upgrade to a low, a medium, and then a high, which is this formation alert of a tropical cyclone. We're not even at low yet. Once they upgrade to low, then it will pop up on this map. But notice those timelines. A low is typically issued about 48 hours before formation. And we're looking at a time frame of passage through the islands Thursday afternoon through Friday evening. Sometime between late Thursday and late Friday is when this in some form will pass through the region. And again, it's possible this never does materialize into a tropical cyclone. That is still a possibility. It's still on the table. It's one of our options. Or it could be a tropical depression or a tropical storm. But the likelihood of a significant typhoon passing through the islands as time marches on, that likelihood and the potential becomes less. So that's the good news. What do people do at this point? Not stress, not worry, don't be anxious because that accomplishes nothing, but be aware and be prepared. And so be ready to take action because if this thing starts to organize and develop, then we will have to proceed accordingly with plans, communications, and actions. But we are closing in on 48 hours for time of passage. So stay up to date. We'll be chatting frequently through the next couple of days. I understand the Homeland Security Office up there did put out a press release that was coordinated with us. We've been very quiet on our communications, just trying to maintain a conservative approach to eliminate unnecessary panic and fear. But we are talking about this in our area forecast discussions. So when you go to our webpage, weather.gov/public forecast, click on regional discussions there. And you will see our forecast discussions, a tropical weather discussion, and our area forecast discussion. We're doing extensive details and communications and discussing the caveats with our forecast based on what we're seeing with the models. So be sure to read through these discussions This gives you a lot more insight and input than what our typical text forecast put out, because we're limited by phraseology and verbiage, but our discussions are more freestyle and we can write out details. We'll probably put out some stuff on social media later today. We might put out a supplemental email to all regional hands just to communicate 92W as that timeline starts to get a little bit tighter of this thing to approach our region. But again, nothing to stress over, nothing to be anxious over, but be prepared and keep aware. We will have a conversation with Homeland Security again later this afternoon to talk about the latest changes and developments and what the best course of action is. So communications are for awareness purposes only, not to freak people out. So take a step back, assess what the communications are, and maintain that general state of preparedness.
You know, it's so funny. You mentioned about stuff going around in WhatsApp chats and groups and all that other stuff. And a guy, I was walking into the store, he was walking out. He's like, hey, what's going on with this? What we got it now? I'm here. We got another one coming. What we need to do is lease the islands to somebody, and then we all move to Alaska. I don't want to do this at all. I enjoy mosquitoes that are not as large as birds. And
well, there might be other caveats up in Alaska. You never know.
Oh yeah, bears. They have bears.
Well, one of our forecasters went to Juneau to work over there, and he's been messaging me quite extensively. I'm thinking, you don't like it up there? And I don't think he likes it. He wants to come back. So we're gonna see if he wants to come back to Guam.
So I got to tell you, just to speak at a real quick Alaska story. One of my friends from here with the U.S. Public Health Service ended up getting stationed in Alaska, and real rewarding experience. He talked about all this stuff. I mean, it sounded really great. He was talking about serving, underserved areas and doing all kinds of stuff, remote villages, you name it. And I'm like, wow, that is really something. I'm like, so how is it? He's like, man, it's great. This, that, and the other thing. Well, what about the weather? He's like, it's really not that bad. You kind of get used to it after a while. I'm like, all right, well, how about the daylight thing? He's like, oh, well, that's just something you adjust to too. And I'm like, oh yeah, how about bears? He's like, well, there are bears. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So a couple weeks ago, one of the guys from our office was out hiking around his house, within a mile from his house, and he went missing, and he was consumed by bears. I'm like, consumed? That is a specific word that you're using. And you're telling me this story. It's like within a mile from his house, he got eaten by bears. And like, he was sending this to me in an email. And it was, I think, maybe 2021 when he was sending me this email. I'm like, I would expect to get this written and mailed and reading this in like 1847, from some old prospector explorers or something like that. We lost Paul to the bears and all this. No, this happened in a year that starts with a 2. Crazy.
It's the bare necessities.
Oh, all right. I thought of another one while you were talking earlier. Oh no, that's not the kind of bear. That was not the Care Bear stare that they got. They definitely, and if they didn't get enough the first time, they came back for seconds. But the Islands, that's what I'm thinking. The Islands. So we are gonna get the Islands weather report whenever we reach out to you. Normally, again, we don't normally. Wednesdays usually our regular mandate in the morning where we hang out and talk weather. But today, after getting that thing over the weekend, just trying to keep people on their toes, that made me go out and get a barbecue grill just so that I can enjoy it in case we lose power.
Well, let me tell you this. I was asked over the weekend, I was talking to Troy, and we chatted Saturday morning, and on the air, he said, what is your level of stress and anxiety on this on a scale of 1 to 10? I said, 0. What good does stress and anxiety do? I said, my level of irritation with this is on a 13 because I'm supposed to fly on Saturday on vacation finally to unplug and unwind on Saturday to Taiwan. But I've had my finger on the trigger to cancel my trip. Last week, I was leaning closer to canceling with the final decision today. But over the last couple of days, I'm starting to lean toward keeping my travel plans as is, because I just don't see this as a major concern. It could still change. I mean, we're still 4 days out. A lot of things can happen in 4 days, but I think with the time frame, with the model forecast and the current state of this 92W, I think I'm going to keep my travel plans as is with a Saturday departure, if that means anything. But again, lots of stuff can happen in 3 days, 4 days in this region. So we're going to have to watch it closely. But right now, it remains a very disorganized, weak disturbance. And that works to our favor for now.
All right, well, we'll take it, and but we'll check in with you Wednesday. We'll do our regular. Let's see if anything changes between now and then. Hopefully, it stays like garbage. It's a trash storm that just goes through.
Every additional day or 12-hour cycle that we don't see a 92 low pop up there means that timeline gets kicked further down the road as far as development. So that's good. So we're going to be watching this closely. Again, we'll have a chat with the CNMI Homeland Security folks this afternoon just to talk about posture preparedness. But I would say anticipate showers, thunderstorms, and some gusty winds on Thursday and Friday. But as far as how bad, that remains to be seen. But we could definitely use the rain.
And could use the rain more than we can use amateur meteorologists. I think that's probably a fair way to go. I mean, we got amateur doctors. We don't even have a Holiday Inn. They can't even claim that they stayed in one last night. All right. Well,
maybe next week I'll be an amateur travel blogger. Probably not.
Hey, I'm an amateur news guy, so I mean, it works out great. All right. Well, Landon, thanks so much for taking the time to square this away for us. Let people know what's really happening and what's not going on.
Yeah. Stay tuned, stay aware, and be prepared.
All right, that is it. It is the king of camouflage, the man, the myth. You can't even see him looking; he's gone. All right, there we go. Landon Islet, keeping us up to date with everything that's happening. You know, you're hearing about what's going on in your WhatsApp groups and all that other stuff, but really, it looks like just a bunch of puffy clouds that can't do anything. And speaking of things that can't do anything, we can't do anything if we don't have any sponsors, and we got to give you some love with them. So we'll be right back with more. We got news, we got sports. We just had an awesome update on weather, but we'll have all that and more coming up next.
If you think girls and women's equality matter, stand up. If girls and women's sports matter, and you want your daughters to have the same opportunity you had, stand up. If you know that it isn't fair or safe to allow males to compete in girls' sports, because it's, well, obvious, stand up. Don't be cowed by people who call you a bigot. You're not a bigot. Don't let men tell us how to be good girls. Don't let others tell you you just need to be quiet. Sit down. Be nice. It's not nice to further a lie. It's not mean to believe in women's equality. We deserve our own sports, privacy, fairness, safety. We deserve a chance to compete and win. So don't be nice. Don't be careful. Be honest. Be brave. Fight for women. We've come too far to give up now.
And if you agree with that, stand up and stand with us.
Fox Sports Update.
The World Cup rolling on today, and of course, every game is televised on either Fox or FS1. What was expected to be the best match of the day delivered a nail-biter as Brazil and Morocco, which are ranked 6th and 7th in the world, played to a 1-1 tie with both goals scored in the first half. And this extends a pretty wild streak for Brazil, which is now unbeaten in its last 21 World Cup openers with 17 wins and 4 ties. The craziest game of the day, though, happened in California, where Switzerland, which is favored to win Group B, took a 1-0 lead into stoppage time against Qatar.
Legs up again, there's the answer! It's unbelievable! The equaliser for Qatar from Pouamem Houhi!
As heard on Fox Sports, that goal coming in the 94th minute, which makes it the 4th latest regulation game-tying goal in World Cup history, as Qatar and Switzerland also finish 1-1, the first time that Qatar has ever gotten a point in a World Cup game.
Cheers to America's 250th birthday. Get 20% off your first purchase at foxnewswineshop.com with code FNRadio20. 20% discount excludes wine club offers and cannot be combined with any other promotion. Expires July 31st, 2026. Must be 21 or older to order. Please drink responsibly.
Major League Baseball, Detroit Tigers pitcher Tarek Skubal, who's won each of the last 2 American League Cy Young Awards, was back on the mound for the first time since having elbow surgery 5 weeks ago. While Skubal hit 100 miles an hour on the radar gun, his final line was a little shaky, allowing 2 earned runs and 3 total over 4 2/3 innings as the Tigers fell to the Cleveland Guardians. Skubal, not the only star coming back from an injury, is just 2 days after leaving a game with knee inflammation. 4-time MVP Shohei Ohtani returned to the lineup for the LA Dodgers, who are visiting the Chicago White Sox.
And a leadoff laser on the south side!
On Spectrum Sportsnet LA, it's the 3rd straight game with a homer for Ohtani, while Dodgers starting pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto didn't allow a single hit until the 9th inning as LA won the battle of first-place teams. You can download the Fox Sports Podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. I'm Greg Thompson.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
He warns, don't blow it up. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. That's President Trump's demand of Israel and Iran after new strikes between the IDF and Hezbollah threaten to tear up what President Trump says is an imminent deal with Iran. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Tel Aviv.
President Trump told me he asked Netanyahu, what the F are you doing? He told the Israelis not to conduct more strikes against Lebanon at risk of derailing the progress on the diplomatic front toward a broader agreement with the Iranian regime. Again, the president is optimistic. He says he will ask Iran not to launch missiles at Israel in response to those strikes earlier today. But the question is if the Iranians will retaliate and what that would do to these ongoing efforts to reach a broader agreement between the United States and Iran.
And President Trump told Fox News the U.S. and Iran would sign a deal by this afternoon. Once that memorandum of understanding is inked, the Strait of Hormuz would immediately reopen. A plane crashed this morning at the airport in Butler, Missouri, killing the pilot and the 12 people on board.
We want to be very clear. This is not a commercial airliner that has crashed. It's a local airplane that took off from our local airport. It's been here. It's not something that travels. It's not a commercial airline.
Bates County Sheriff Chad Anderson says the plane was carrying skydivers.
We're still trying to identify family and make notifications, and so we're going to be respectful of that.
No word on what caused the crash. The FAA and NTSB will work to determine that. Butler's about 65 miles south of Kansas City. And in Brazil, 2 helicopters collided over Rio de Janeiro this morning, leaving 6 dead. President Trump endorses close ally Congressman Mike Collins in Georgia's Republican Senate primary, igniting a high-profile clash with Governor Brian Kemp. America's listening to Fox News.
This morning to a dead ceiling fan, sweating through my t-shirt with a flashlight in my hand. My cooler's full of water where the ice used to be, seemed like it came through and took the lights from me. I ain't wonder why, but Lord, I gotta say, 60 some odd sunsets, and it's still the same old way. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. No game on, no Friday night calls. 2 months going on 300, cooking beans on a grill in the squalls. Now ain't it funny as sin? The man who runs Key, his name is White Zone, and there's still none coming in. Yeehaw! Having no power sucks balls. I drive to the office just to charge up my phone. Got a generator humming like a hound dog's grown. My neighbor strung a line clear across the road. Says, buddy, come on over, share my electric load. We're a tougher kind of people. We don't break, we don't fold. But 40 more days of dark gets a little bit old. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. No game on, no Friday night calls. 2 months going on 300, cooking beans on a grill in the squalls. Now ain't it funny as sin? The man who runs Key, his name is White Zone, and there's still none coming in. Yeehaw! Having no power sucks balls. So Watson, oh Watson, you were born for this fight. Your daddy named your destiny. Now what's on the line? I'll buy you a cold one. I'll shake your good hand. Just put the juice back in this powerless land. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. We're dangling off the walls. Day 60 and climbing y'all. Saipan's making the call. So flip it, sweet Watson, flip it on in. Put the whites back on, and we'll all say amen. Yeehaw! Having no power sucks balls. Hey!
Oh my goodness. Woo! I'm not telling you any lies. Having no power does indeed suck balls. Hold on, we're not going for a replay there. I was having a lot of fun with the good old AI music, and I'll tell you, that is not a joke. I'm like, we got to move on to something. Yeah, we got to have a little bit of fun with this situation, because if we don't, all we're going to do is just be unhappy all the time. There you go. I love it. Bruce, we're going to have more of these. I'm telling you. Every day we don't have power going on, we're going to keep going with new songs for sure. I'll tell you what. So, normally we were having our Friday briefings, right? And then we didn't have it last Friday. And on Friday before, we didn't get any maps. So on Monday, they're like, oh yeah, we can't make it. I'm like, hey, we got a plan. And they're like, yeah, we can't do it. I'm like, all right, we'll do Friday. No, can't do it. We got a Senate hearing. Well, they didn't do that. I'm like, all right, well, at least send us a map. And so we'll see if we can't get something sooner. I know, the GPA, Guam Power Authority, just listed their expenses at, so far to date, $5.89 million for the recovery efforts here in Saipan. And they talked about materials, they talked about personnel and all that other stuff. Speaking of materials, we still need a bunch of materials. We haven't gotten an update. We haven't had material to update anybody on. The other thing is that, hey, there's a lot of little fixes out there that need to get little fixed. I know there's a lot of stuff. In fact, it's so funny. The guys from GPA, the first batch of guys just left and the new group came in. And Kathy was flying out with the kids, and they saw a bunch of the folks from GPA. They're like, hey, where you at? We're like, we're up by Top Child. They're like, all right, you got power. They're like, no. They're like, wait a minute, we did that road. Yeah, you did, but ours isn't ready. That's not a smack on any of that stuff. They just needed some materials to get that job done. And so if they don't know about it, holy crap, I bet it's another month. I'm figuring we're going to be in the 90s as far as days go without it. At least for my house. And don't get me wrong, that's not a happy day. I'm not super excited about that. But, at least they get to go and enjoy their vacation a little bit while I'm dealing with everything here, and it will be just fine. I'm having a good day with the dogs. We're having fun. We're going for walks, going down to the beach. Speaking of beaches, what, you're talking about our beaches? Yes, we are. We went down to AMP over the weekend, Micro Beach, early on Sunday, and we got to do that walk around the whole beach. First of all, man, the waves must have been massive rolling in over on that side during the typhoon, where you're seeing so many of those trees snapped right in half. It was just incredible. If they weren't knocked over, they were snapped in half. The other one is all the sand that's over there, not just by the pavilion. That's like an extra 60 feet of sand that's out there that wasn't there before. But over there on the other side, by Smiling Cove side, where the boats go in and out, holy crap. I mean, you could just about, not exactly, but you could just about walk from that, from one side to the other, right across. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It was, and then you see everything that's in there. It is rough down there for sure. Yeah, Scott was happy. I know I missed your comment. It was 8 minutes ago about the Knicks. I know, the Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers, our world champions for the National Basketball Association. Can you believe it? These comeback Knicks end up coming back again. These guys are just, it's awesome. It's got to be amazing with everything that's happening in the mainland sports-wise right now, that the Knicks end up winning the championship is pretty awesome. That's really cool. I'm stoked for you, my man. Could you imagine what it would be like to be at that game when that happened? First of all, having the Do-Re-Mi to go and watch that game would have been awesome. But well, my goodness, I tell you what, New York City was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. If you've seen the photos and videos of what happened downtown afterwards, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. It was just absolutely crazy. But they ended up winning. The Knicks are the world champions of the basketball world. Anyway, that now means that the ball sports focus shifts over to soccer, because the FIFA World Cup is going on right now. Who cares about freaking soccer? Yeah, that's all those guys down there. I get it. But it's happening all over. And lots of games going on right now. Today, you got is that a final? All right. Well, Netherlands over Japan 2-1. Is that can't be a final already, is it? Full time. I guess so. Yeah, it is. Oh, 2-2. At 2-2 at full time. Wow. It was 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Netherlands and Japan. My goodness. Netherlands scored in added time, in extra time. Mickey Van de Ven tied it up just before they wrapped up the game. You got to be kidding. Wow. Just amazing. Just amazing. Anyway, that was an opportunity for Japan. Squandered? Oh, we'll find out. But that's where it's at right now. What else is going on? There's just a lot of games. The whole thing. All the other matches that are happening today, and there are plenty. What happened so far today? Let's see. Yeah, this one's not updated yet. Germany beat the snot out of Curacao, and Netherlands and Japan at 2 apiece. You got Ecuador and Ivory Coast. That's going to be happening in Group E action. Sweden and Tunisia going to go at it today as well. How about tomorrow? Any teams that we're following out here? You've got Spain and Cabo Verde. You got Belgium and Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. You got Iran and New Zealand. And let's see, who do we got? I'm looking to see some more. Wednesday, we got France and Senegal, Iraq and Norway, Argentina and Algeria, and Austria and Jordan. Ooh, there's a good one. All right, this is just what's coming up this week. Portugal and Congo, and England and Croatia, Ghana, Panama, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. And there we go. I love it. Czechia and South Africa, Switzerland and Bosnia-Herzegovina, Canada, Qatar, Mexico, Republic of Korea. Now, all of these countries have come up with their own like song for the World Cup. My favorite is the Bosnian song. Oh my God. It is hilarious. I figure I'm going to get like a copyright thing if I play it. But I mean, I feel like, man, maybe I could get away with it because it's just the Bosnian song. But maybe. Hold on, let me see if I could do it. Is it worth it? I don't know. Bosnia, I'm sure I'm gonna get dinged for it. Song. Bosnia World Cup song. Yeah, there's a story about it. Here it is. It's really kind of neat. Hold on. Let's turn this part down. This is gonna be it. This is Bosnia's song because the World Cup's being hosted in the U.S., right? So here we go.
I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. I really want to see Statue of Liberty. I can no longer wait, take me to United States. Take me to Golden Gate, I will assimilate.
Yeah, Bosnia! This is great. You're not going to understand some of the words either. Solid video.
I'm from Bosnia, sada svugdje svira. Igraj Bosno, kao nikad dosad. A ono protiv Nigerije nije bio offside. Mostar, Sarajevo, pa sve do Banja Luke. Kad zmajevi igraju, ajmo gore ruke. Svi u glas, nek se zna. Bosna i Hercegovina. I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. I really want to see Statue of Liberty. I can no longer wait, take me to United States. Take me to Golden Gate, I will assimilate. I'm Osada. Cijela tribina. I'm from Bosnia. I'm from Bosnia. I'm from Bosnia.
This is awesome.
I'm from Bosnia, take me to America. I'm from Bosnia.
The absolute banger of the World Cup.
I'm from Bosnia.
I'm telling you, that is just...
I'm from Bosnia, take me to America.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. These guys, just an unmitigated banger. Like that, that thing's got millions and millions of views all over the world, and it is great. I mean, I'm a big fan of it. I love it. And my goodness, just great stuff. Just great stuff. All right. Well, I'm telling you, it is awesome to see all you guys out here today. I see Karen out there. Good to see you this morning. Bruce Camacho in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Just down the street over there. Ignacio de la Cruz. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. Maggie is in the house, and great to see you. Thanks for joining us today. This is awesome. And Luis is like, you should have been at the field to watch the seniors championship. Yeah, I'm sure it was awesome too. I'm sure it was great. You know, I'll tell you, there's a little bit of a disconnect going on. The Kathy and the kids left this weekend, and so I used it as an opportunity to kind of get everything in together and try to get used to running this thing by my lonesome. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. She's having a good old time with the kiddos. They just touched down in Seattle, and they sent me a picture from from SeaTac. You got Mount Rainier in the background, a sight I have not seen since 1996. Been 30 years ago since I've been out there. It's been a long time. Great one. Scotty's saying, yeah, it's been 53 years. 53 years. Can you believe it? And let's see, the Yankees have won a bunch of World Series in all that time. You got the Rangers won the Stanley Cup in '94. What else is something recent? I don't know. 50 years, 53 years at that, right? Let's think about that. I mean, wow, just amazing. The teams that they must have had back then. Chris Sablon saying, good morning, Marianas. Getting in Palm Bay, Florida. Great to see you all the way out there in Florida. Glenn Hunter, got to see you tuning in this morning. That was great. By the way, we are freaking going to United this week. We're already working out the details to fly to Guam and have that. If they don't answer their phone, we are going to their office. Cameras rolling. And, if they say, sorry, you can't come in, we're going to say, oh, well, that's great video. We want to talk to somebody about why you're blocking people from the CNMI from flying to Guam. You're withholding those seats. Give us a good reason. We want to hear about it. So we'll hear about it from them directly. It'll be a lot of fun. If they don't answer their phone. Eric Boptus, my veteran brother, says, good morning, Landon. Oh, he was on earlier saying thank you for the weather update as well. It's appreciated. Julie Castro is with us this morning. Great to see you. And, man, I'll tell you what, we had a whole bunch of folks who were out here. Maggie, I'll tell you, I'm doing great. This coffee has hit me just fine. And with everything that we have going on, it certainly is got enough to keep me going this morning. Cy Lasua saying, good morning, Brad. Well, good morning to you. Great to see you too. Man, we have a lot to get to today about some of our local headlines. And one of the things I thought was really interesting, this stuff with CUC and the utilities, but it's not limited to the utilities. It's about the billings that's going on for every company, every government agency, you name it. There is a bill that's through the House and making its way to the Senate. And then it got tabled in the Senate with some suggestions. Well, either way, the representative who introduced that says, hey, I'm not too happy about this. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And that's Cobre Aldan, Precinct 1, the pride of Precinct 1, came in and had a whole lot to say about it. His videos, by the way, are not boring. If you are friends with him on Facebook or if you just follow him, they are definitely not boring. So he came out with a video talking about his specific thoughts about it. You may have to wear your earmuffs for some of the words, but that's about it. Well, anyhow, one of the people that were the target of that conversation is a senator from Saipan, Senator Karina Magufnia. And yesterday, she returned volley and said, oh, yeah? Well, look, you should have checked with me first, and I am not taking this, and I can say bad words too. And so she replied with a bunch of things that she said she liked about that bill, and that she would like to see some changes to it as well. She didn't think that it would pass in its current iteration. And that's, again, these are the nice ways to say it for both of them. But boy, I'll tell you what, you can go back and forth, watch those videos and all that. So what we try to do for you, though, at least give you a recap of that when we put the stories out there. We get the videos, we transcribe them and write something about them, kind of give you like the basics of what they've got. Well, what's neat about Senator Magufnia's is that she added a graphic that explained her take on it as well. So now you can see that on our website, nminewsservice.com, the sweetest smelling website in the world. In fact, let's go over there. We can show it to you. The website over here. Hold on, scrolling through. We posted this up yesterday. Oh no, it's right there. There it is. So this is it. She basically is saying that, hey, I'm not stalling. I'm not trying to hold back progress here. Let me change this so you can see it a little bit better. I'm not trying to prevent progress here, but this is the deal. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not a big fan of some of the stuff that you're saying about me. Well, anyway, you're able to go in and check this out for yourself. That's the whole document that's on there, and with her point by point things on there about what she says it does, who it applies to, what she thinks it does right, and what she thinks needs to be changed, and all that stuff. But she also goes on there, she puts out her email, she puts out her office phone number, says, hey, you want to call me, There you go. I'm right there. Come check me out. Come check me outside. Right? Well, anyway, so I'd love nothing more than seeing our folks talk about some real topics out there. You know, it's really good stuff. Hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Ben. Appreciate it. Let's see, who else do we got out there? Oh yeah, Maggie says, I just can't wait for my power to be restored so I can blast my AC. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. Me too. Madonna Mead saying, good morning from North Kakalaki. Brad and Landon. Brandon just drugged his family and I kayaking in the tremendous heat. I'm sure. That's the best quote. I don't know if they were actually drugged, but that's a great sentence. Hold on. I just screen grabbed this because I want to keep this one. They either drugged the family or dragged them, but I don't know if he drugged them. I love this though. This is Brandon and Landon's mom. Brandon just drugged his family. Let's just stop it right there. Let's just end the sentence right there. That is the best. That's the only memory I need from today's show. Thank you. By the way, I love that you watch the show. It is definitely a highlight. I know you're not watching it for me. I know you're watching it for your kids, but I'll take it. Hold on. See, can I zoom in? And just remember, this is it. This is what I'm talking about. Brandon just drugged his family. Let's just leave it there. I know he just took you guys. I need to be drugged now is what you just put. Yes, that is great. The best show. This is the best day. I love it. All right. Good times. Really, that is just an absolute treat. All right, well, I'll tell you what. It is 8:14 in the morning. We're going to take a real quick break. We got some more sponsors to give some love to. And here's one of them right here. If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. After Super Typhoon Sinlaku, recovery isn't just about rebuilding homes and clearing debris. It's about taking care of each other. It's normal to feel stress, fear, or sadness during recovery. Healing isn't a straight path. Take it one day at a time. Acknowledge your feelings. Stay connected with family and neighbors. Build small daily routines. And if it gets overwhelming, reach out. Seeking support is a sign of strength. NM Posse's Pie Me program is here for CNMI residents. Call 670-235-7273 or 670-789-6021 or visit nmposse.org. Together we rebuild, and together we heal. You are stronger than the storm. Message from NM Posse's Pie Me program, paid for by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Cheers to America's 250th birthday. Get 20% off your first purchase at foxnewswineshop.com with code FNRadio20. 20% discount excludes wine club offers and cannot be combined with any other promotion. Expires July 31st, 2026. Must be 21 or older to order. Please drink responsibly.
President Trump plans to leave tomorrow for the G7 summit in Europe. Preparations are underway in Switzerland and France, and that summit starts tomorrow. French and Swiss authorities are implementing extensive security measures in advance of world leaders arriving as the U.S. and Iran near an agreement.
Ahead of the G7 summit, we still do not know exactly what time this deal between Iran and the U.S. will be signed, but we do know from the president it is scheduled to happen sometime today. And we also know now that it will happen electronically, digitally. The two sides will not be in person together in one room. The president on Truth Social saying that as soon as it's signed, that the Strait of Hormuz would open to all immediately. We are told this will be without tolls, and then the U.S. blockade will be lifted, followed by the demining of the Strait of Hormuz. Friday night, the president told supporters in a tele-rally that he has ended another war.
Fox's Aisha Hosni reporting. Meantime, Swiss voters rejected a proposal today to cap the country's population at 10 million, defeating a measure pushed by the right wing that critics called a Swiss Brexit. The number of people living in Switzerland has soared nearly 1/4 over the past generation, with foreigners now making up nearly 1/3 of the population. And the New York Knicks came back from a 16-point deficit to take Game 5 of the NBA Finals and claim the championship versus the San Antonio Spurs. And it's the first for the Knicks since 1973. Mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani, celebrating the win today.
We've been waiting for this for our entire lives, 53 years. And for us to be here at this moment, we just can't say thank you enough to this team.
The city will hold a celebratory parade on Thursday. I'm Carmen Roberts, and this is Fox News.
Waves crash hard, the shore don't break. Roots go deep, no storm can take this land of ours, where hearts ignite. Saipan stands holding tight. Tinian whispers, winds that heal. Road rises, forged in steel. Island strong, we carry on through the dark. We find the dawn, hold the line. We sing our songs, Serpentinian rota. Island strong. Sky turns gray, but we don't fall. Towers crumble, we rebuild all. Sweat and tears, they mark the ground. Every loss, the strength we found. Mountains call, they stand so proud. Oceans roar, but we're not cowed. Island strong, we carry on through the dark. We find the dawn, hold the line. We sing our song, Serpentinian rota. Island strong.
guys. It is 8:22. What are you doing for lunch?
Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great.
My goodness. I'm telling you, I will take the special, whatever that special is. Sonny, I want it. I'm coming in there today. Today's the day I need to get some of that loving. By the way, we were going to have the mayor coming on here this morning, and I was excited about it because we've got some news about what is happening. It's official. Mark your calendars. Liberation is coming. The Liberation Day festivities are definitely 100% coming this year. Yes, we are going to have a parade. That's also happening. Guaranteed. It's locked in. Good to go. Now, there are going to be some details that still need to be knocked out. And it is not going to be that month-long celebration of liberation that we have become accustomed to over the years. But for right now, what we have for sure is a definite July 3rd and July 4th. I'm excited about that. We're going to hear more about the details soon. They're actually coming here. But what we know right now, Friday at noon, July 3rd, the grounds are going to open. There's going to be a nice opening ceremony at 4 p.m. and people are going to be partying all the way till 10 p.m. Now, Liberation Day, July 4th, the parade's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning. The ground's going to open way before that at 8 o'clock, so you can get ready for it. Fireworks going to be at 8:30 p.m. and we're going to go all the way till 11 o'clock. And then Sunday's going to be the day to clean everything up and get ready. It's going to be good. We're going to have some fun. I don't know. I'll tell you what. The folks who are doing the parade, the Liberation Committee and all that stuff, hey, I have a lot of love for those guys. I know because I've done it. But I could tell you that is not an easy feat. And they're doing it in this compressed window, trying to make all that stuff work, trying to get all the volunteers together, especially all those car clubs. Now the gas is $1 million a gallon. It's going to be... It's going to be something. So I'm thankful to all of them who are putting all that work in to make it happen. Great job to the Liberation Day Committee. Thank you guys for being great. Who do we got? Oh, Daryl Hart saying, hey, good morning, Brad. Hopefully we won't get hit too hard with whatever weather is developing. It looks unorganized at this point. And of course, go Bills. Yes, go Bills. Daryl, by the way, I finally got to meet him in person. He reached out, I want to say like a month ago now. I mean, that's about how many weeks it's been. And just saying, hey, I heard you're one of the guys I got to meet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. And all this other stuff. And I'm like, hey, where are you from? Oh, from Western New York, Buffalo. What? Where? Turns out the guy's from like 10 minutes away from where I grew up. You got to be kidding me. So small town. And then just by chance on Friday, when we were at Crown Plaza for the insurance event that they had, we saw him there too, just walking by. And what's he wearing? A Bills shirt. Of course, a really cool Bills polo. Small world indeed. Small world. And very cool. It's really great to meet you in person. We're going to eventually meet up for one of these beverages. I heard it's called beer. I have not tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So we'll try and see what those beer is. Am I pronouncing it right? Beer? Yeah, we're going to try one of those and see if they're if it's good. And I'll give you a report and let you know, how that ends up going. All right. Well, let's get into some of our other topics today. By the way, the story, we didn't put the cool video out yet, but our friends at IT&E, the folks who were Connections Matter, well, they helped bridge another gap, that they bridged the gap between the CNMI and Guam. The chancellery over here at Mount Carmel, the Diocese of Mount Carmel, they ended up needing some help getting a generator here. And it's not easy, fun fact, to ship big things from Guam to here. Well, it's not free anyway. Well, IT&E ended up picking up the tab and shipping that over here to Saipan. Really a great thing. And couldn't be happier about it. for the folks at the church. And I'll tell you, we were at the rectory or the chancellery, and I can tell you the air conditioning in there was not really air conditioning. It was cooler than it was outside, but just because we were not under the sun. So this is certainly going to help them get everything that they need. And while we were there, and got to walk in that little museum that they've got up there with some of the artifacts dating back to like pre-war days of Mount Carmel and the Catholic Church. Wow, just amazing stuff in there. I've not had the opportunity to go through and just walk around in there and really pay attention to like the photos, the old pews, I can't remember the name of it. Darn it. Cathedra, for Bishop Camacho, the late Bishop Camacho, and everything that's in there. It's incredible. Now, I know the students over at Mount Carmel School get to go and see that. That's got to be part of their class at some point to go in there. But, you know, when you're a kid, that's just school. It's like, here's the next thing that we're doing. Hooray. But in there, as an adult, to be able to see all that cool stuff in there, it was awesome. It was awesome. Also, Paulie James Balahaja, hilarious, great guy. Love this guy. He's rocking some hair all over the place. I'm like, I don't know how long he's going to go before he cuts that thing, but he is rocking hair. I'm used to seeing him a clean shaven Paulie. Nope. He is rocking some hair like Bruno Mars. You know, like where did this come from? So for him, clearly it's a choice. But no, not in my world. I would try doing something like that if I could grow something like that. Next thing you know, though, I'm going to be the next president of the United States. All right. Hey, just real quick, we're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back.
Shiny smiles all around, where happiness is found. It's the little things that make it true. Shiny smiles start with
They're friends and neighbors, sons, fathers. They're little league coaches and veterans. They're people who love this country. These are Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers. They are removing violent criminals from our streets and neighborhoods. It's dangerous and difficult work. But ICE has one mission: to make America a safer place to live. And that's what they're doing. This is law enforcement. This is ICE.
typhoon Sinlaku, recovery isn't just about rebuilding homes and clearing debris. It's about taking care of each other. It's normal to feel stress, fear, or sadness during recovery. Healing isn't a straight path. Take it one day at a time. Acknowledge your feelings. Stay connected with family and neighbors. Build small daily routines. And if it gets overwhelming, reach out. Seeking support is a sign of strength. NM Posse's PIME program is here for CNMI residents. Call 670-235-7273 or 670-789-6021 or visit nmposse.org. Together we rebuild, and together we heal. You are stronger than the storm. A message from NM Posse's PIME program, paid for by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Well, I woke up this morning to a dead ceiling fan, sweating through my t-shirt with a flashlight in my hand. My cooler's full of water where the ice used to be. Sinlaku came through and took the lights from me. Now I ain't one to whine, but Lord, I gotta say, 60-some-odd sunsets and it's still the same old way. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. No game on, no Friday night calls. 2 months going on 300, cooking beans on a grill in the squalls. Now ain't it funny, asking the man who runs Cook, his name is Watson, and there's still none coming in. Yeehaw, having no power sucks balls. I drive to the office just to charge up my phone. Got a generator humming like a hound dog's groan. My neighbor strung a line clear across the road. Says, buddy, come on over, share my electric load. We're a tougher kind of people, we don't break, we don't fold. But 40 more days of dark gets a little bit old. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. No game on, no Friday night calls. 2 months going on 300, cooking beans on a grill in the squalls. Now ain't it funny, asking the man who runs Cook, his name is Watson, and there's still none coming in. Yeehaw, having no power sucks balls. So Watson, oh Watson, you were born for this fight. Your daddy named you Destiny, now what's on the light? I'll buy you a cold one, I'll shake your good hand. Just put the juice back in this powerless land. 'Cause having no power sucks balls. We're dangling off the walls. Day 60 and climbing, y'all. Saipans making the call. So flip it, sweet Watson, flip it on in. Put the watch back on, and we'll all say amen. Yeehaw, having no power sucks balls.
That is right. It's the little things. It's the little things in life. Oh, geez, hold on. It does it again. See, that's because I haven't downloaded it. I'll tell you, it's the little things in life that make everything worthwhile. I'm a big fan of stupid things. And that to me is just the right kind of stupid to make me laugh and to get me through this. I'm telling you, I'm not a big fan of not having power. I don't know, maybe you guys are. Maybe you're used to it. But I am ready to be done having no power. Like, I am ready to have power again. I'm ready to pay that stupid rate that they've got for us too. It is about that time for me. It is about that time for me to get it. Oh, I know, Brad, you're being a baby. Oh, it's true. It's true. I am. Can I get through without it? Yes. I didn't even use the generator for the last couple of days, but I mean, that's it. Yeah, Connie, it's like, this song is great and real. I'm telling you, that's how I'm feeling. Daryl loves it too. Karen says, I need power. Man, I need it. I'm with you. I am 100% with you. Like, I am ready. So now, guaranteed that it is not easy to go out and do all that stuff to get everybody connected. I know. And then I see all of the comments, all of them about the power stuff. And I see people, hey, don't forget about this village. Hey, don't forget about this street in this village. Hey, how come you forgot us? You know, all that stuff. I know it. Believe me. Because I'm like, but I am buoyed by my faith in the CUC guys. I know they're going to end up getting there, or the GPA guys. I know eventually it's all going to get done. But in the meantime, it's like, come on, man. But there's a whole lot of come on mans out there. There's so many out there. I mean, that's just it. I mean, so got to be patient, but it does get thin. Where it gets more thin for me is when they stop giving us like real deal updates. Like the updates that we ended up putting out is because, you know, we asked for it specifically, but when they're blowing off like the things that we're supposed to do, it's kind of tough. Anyway, Sublid Sin08 says, hey, buenas lesor Marianas. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And just a reminder, by the way, our phone lines are open. 789-2323, 670-789-2323. Let us know what you think of all of this whole deal. You give us a ring. Maybe you're not too happy about the progress either. I know we've had those calls, and but we're here for you. Let us know what's rolling with you guys with regards to all this stuff, because hey, and everybody has their own version of what's happening with it. I mean, like, and there's a lot I can tell you. So like for me, I still got like a yard full of fallen trees and stuff like that I got to deal with. Like, that sucks. I got all this it's awful looking. And my favorite tree, this avocado tree, even though it just got trimmed to get away from the power lines and all that other stuff, just one of those like heavy core branches is splitting off of the tree. And I'm wondering if that one goes down, if the other part of it is even going to stay up, or we lose this whole tree. That's like the best avocado tree in the Marianas. I'm telling you, it is the best avocado tree. And, gonna be so sad if we end up losing it completely because of this whole thing. I mean, we lost, hopefully we'll have those little oranges come back, those little citruses that we got all over the place. The mountain apples, those are pretty much gone. I can't imagine they're going to be sticking around because of it. Mountain apples, the citrus, of course, the bananas, they're gone. The coconut trees, naked right now. What else do we got? There were some little pineapple bushes around the corner. And but all those fruit trees that we had, just losing all that stuff, and that's something we hope to get back. That would be great. Ooh, this is great! Holy cow, is this for everybody? Eligible veterans. I got to see what the eligibility is on this one. This would be really cool. Yeah, we're gonna put this out there. Thank you. From Franklin Babalta. Let's save this. Dun, dun, dun. It's about getting free athletic shoes from the VA. The VA is actually going to give us something? They're taking away all the benefits. Yeah, Karen says, at least the banana trees grow back fast. That's true. They do. They can grow back pretty quick. And our mango tree took a beating too. So like all the regular stuff that I've come to love. I never liked mangoes before I came here. It's a true story. Brad, how could you? I know. I did not like mangoes. I didn't like the taste of it. I never thought it was good. Now I love mangoes. Being here. So yeah, I love them. And now I'm not going to have them. Oh, lemon tree and pugwa. Oh, I bet the pugwa trees took a beating. And the other thing is, Chuk took a beating from Sinlaku as well. I wonder how Yap did, because we get a lot of our pugwa from Yap, right? And Pupulu and even the lime. So I would imagine that's got to be somewhat of a premium these days. Lucky I don't chew. Once in a while, someone's like, hey, you want one? I'm like, yeah, let's do this. The last one I did, though, was from Yap. And that was when we had Rep Flores brought one of the senators from Yap in here. That was really pretty cool. Hold on. It's so good. So good, this coffee. And by the way, I think it tastes a little bit better in my Great Harvest mug. Oh, yeah. So we've got about 4 stories brewing for you today. The thing about the weather is right now, okay, since you asked again, the thing about the weather is that right now it's not a freak out. There's this invest that's out there. Invest is basically an area they're investigating for the weather. There's something out there by the marshals. They thought it was going to be a bigger deal already, and nothing's happened with it yet. Still pretty disorganized, and eventually it's going to make its way our way. Where is that going to be? Who knows? But it's not a typhoon. It's not anything yet. It's just a bunch of clouds that's going to make rain and lightning and stuff like that is what it is right now. Just a big disorganized mess. It's there. And that's it. Now, if you want to entertain all of those models and stuff like that, not that kind of model, but all those weather models, then you can check it out and, see what you think about the whole thing. I mean, I like it. I think those things are cool. It's nice to see what it is. I mean, this is there's 2 here. Let me show you 2 things. The other one's over here, right? Yeah. So this is what the actual real deal world looks like right now. This is not one of those models. This is the actual stuff. And can I play it here somewhere? Yeah, I don't know how it works. But usually it's actually going already. I'm surprised it's not. Okay, there we go. This is our little corner of the world. And that's what we're looking at. Pretty easy, right? When we scale all the way back is when you're going to see this big puff of clouds off to our right. Hold on, you're going to see it as soon as it finishes loading. And you'll be able to see it. Good morning, Evelyn. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. All right. Well, anyway, there we go. That's why it was taking so long. Anyway, let me scale back a little bit. What they're talking about is this stuff over here on the right side of your screen. Wait for it to load. And they were saying that if this thing does organize, like it's a big enough thing to become a thing. But it's nothing right now, just a bunch of clouds and stuff. And nothing for us. So that is what would end up coming this way if it ever turned into anything. And as a system itself, like it has been moving in our direction. And then what we're probably looking at the very least, is a bunch of rain and maybe some lightning. But it hasn't turned into anything yet. So I wouldn't get all worked up about it. And this is what it looks like on that Zoom Earth. Again, this is not throwing out like all the forecasts and all that other stuff. This is just where it is and where it's gone. So, where it goes beyond this is just a forecast. So we're not getting into all that stuff. But the good news is that, right now it's just a whole lot of nothing. There's nothing to worry about. So we're cool with that. All right. Yeah. That's the thing. There's nothing to get spun up about because it's not spinning at all either. So it's really nothing yet to worry about. Oh, good. Hold on. Let's show you. Hold on. I think because I have both of them running at the same time. and that's why it was giving us a little bit of a delay. Let's see. Hold on. I'm watching all this stuff. I want to put this back on the screen, but not. Like, there's only like 3, 4 of these big squares that have any movement, so it looks really weird on this weather screen that I got. I'm just gonna blank out of it. We're gonna get out of it. All right. Any other? Well, it's an opportunity for you guys to throw some stuff with us. Oh no. All right. I don't want to get into heavy national or international politics, but I will talk about this. This just came out an hour ago from the White House. Yeah. Now, I'll say a couple of things here. Let me save this image because I'm going to put it up on the screen. This is from the White House's page. It says, the deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all. I hereby fully authorize the toll-free opening of the Strait of Hormuz and simultaneously herewith authorize the immediate removal of the United States naval blockade. Ships of the world, start your engines. Let the oil flow. All right. Now, I know. Now, first of all, that is one thing. But the way I heard it this morning is that the president was claiming to have put an end to yet another war. I'm like, wait a minute. You can't claim an end to a war if you start it. It just doesn't work that way. Hey, say what you like. Like, you agree with the president, you don't agree with the president, all that other stuff. No matter what, you can't claim to have ended a war if you're the one who started. That's it. I ended another fight. That's it. Anyhow, we'll see how this one shakes out. Do I think it was good to smack him around a little bit? Probably. Do I think it would be a good idea for us to get in there and do the ground stuff? No, not at all. But I don't know. I think the way we get into all these military conflicts, it's as a vet, right? I don't speak for all veterans. I don't speak for everyone who served or any of that other stuff. I like it. I like it when we look, strong out there in the world and all that other stuff. But I'll tell you what, smacking people around for no reason, I don't think is a good thing. I'm not saying there's no reason, but if there is a reason, you shouldn't just do it lightly. If you're going to end up doing that kind of stuff, you got to go all in. And that's why I think the war stuff is just, we're just going to lob some missiles. Oh, wait, they're not going to just totally be cool with us lobbing missiles at them? They're going to attack us back? Well, let's lob a couple more. No. If you're getting so heated that we have to get into some kind of military conflict with somebody, you got to go O-Town. You have to go O-Town. You got to bring it all or nothing at all. I mean, like, that's literally it. That's a deep cut, by the way. Because, see what's going streaking behind us. Ambulance. You got to go all or nothing. Like, that's it. Like, this whole idea of we're just going to use some of our big bombs and to clean out the stock. It's like Black Friday, but it's Black Smoke Friday. Like, that's it. We're just going to clean it. They're all going. We're going to do them. It's going to be great. Flash sale, flash bangs. But, like, if you're going to do that kind of stuff,